Hey again, guys, it's Asim Sharma, training manager from Software Consulting. Again, I do hope you're all well. I just want to briefly explore the concept of practicality. Um, I keep saying being driven and, be motivated and don't limit yourself, and that's all fine, but there comes a point where you need to be practical as well. So it happened with me, and I think that acceptance, that intrinsic acceptance, in case something is not working out and you're just not compatible with it, right? The sooner you respect that, the better, rather than trying to drag things along. If it's not feasible, even if even if you need that. So I'll give you an example. Let's say that you are in need of work because you need to earn money, you need to put food on the table, which is absolutely fine. And you are somehow managing to get by, and then you accept a new project, and you think, hey, um, there's a kind of threshold that, look, I'm going to try X amount, and I'm not sure, I'm not comfortable with this. I feel that it won't work. But of course, giving up too soon is not a good idea. But then you realize in the next few days that, look, I'm trying different things, and the 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 the, the feeling that I'm getting while I'm trying is also demotivating me. It's not an exciting experience where I'm learning something and so on. So it's not a race, but you want to probably convey to the person who's offered you that work that, hey, listen, I'm so sorry, but I don't think this is working out, so I better leave it sooner rather than later before it becomes more complex, right? I think that's something that we all need to learn to have more acceptance and be more readily receptive to, um, rather than just protracting it and saying, okay, I'm working against the law of nature, or I'm just working against something. I'm not feeling it. I'm straining to do it. So I hope you understand what I'm trying to say, guys. That it's actually a powerful and courageous thing to be able to accept that. Look, it's not exactly defeat, but this is not for me. Maybe you've started a new course at college or university, and you say, this is not what I expected. I should probably leave sooner rather than later. Some people are able to make a career out of something that they never liked. And then perhaps, there are times they have a midlife crisis and they say, hey, I need to reinvent myself, which is fine. I'm certainly not a person who can continue doing something against their will. So it's good to respect your own wishes and understand that, yes, there's a feasibility factor, and yes, maybe I need to do something, but I shouldn't feel compelled to do it. Sometimes you need to take that chance and say, hey, I'm going to do something completely different. And I've mentioned this in a previous video almost a couple of months ago. I'm not sure if you remember, when I was choosing subjects for the equivalent of my metric level. I had chosen history as one of those kind of default subjects. We had options, we had to. And then, at the last minute, I said, you know what, hey, I was never fond of history, even though it's important. And I was okay at it, not very good at it. And then there was this new subject, social science, which was not very well supported in terms of resources and materials. So there was kind of the unknown, but it was much more exciting in terms of economics, sociology, and that kind of thing. And I did fairly well at it. Not very well, but pretty well. And I'm glad I took that risk, along with selecting a language. If you remember, I mentioned that I hadn't studied for as long as the other modern language. It was German instead of Spanish, but then I was more comfortable at it, and I was the only person who made that decision in my entire class to go and study something which I hadn't had as much experience in. I ended up performing better. So, going away from the crowd rather than being the populous person. So anyway, sometimes you need to, put your foot down and say, hey, this is what I'm more comfortable with. Anyway, I hope you found this useful. For further tips, please do stay subscribed or subscribe to this channel. You can also find us on FB, Insta, LinkedIn, and Telegram. Till next time, please do take care. Thank you very much, and goodbye.